Hello, hello. I have a little more to say about the subject we talked about previously about this plan, our life plan, which is our schedule, day-to-day schedule. And so this is Tidbits from the Love Notes. How you doing? I'm still drinking the lemon water. Yep, I am. Oh, I think I'll bite on the lemon. Mmm, good. Cleaning out that immune system. So we shared some time ago about, it was not too long ago, we shared about how important it is to manage our day, to have a really fruitful, enjoyable life um, with a plan that's blessed upon by our loving God. And so, why would God bless upon our plan anyhow? Why would He do that, you know? Well, basically, the reason He would bless upon our plan, because the plan, we're trying to make sure that our plan is in line with rightness, because that's what God is about loving, caring, kindness, and rightness. So that's why God would bless upon it, because we're working on that. We're trying to be more loving and kind and caring, and it radiates in our plan, that we bring to Him. And also, these are all the things that we talked about, and our plan is about loving people, being loving and caring to things, and being loving and caring to ourselves. So this is part of why God would want to be involved in this plan and want to bless upon it, because it's about rightness, it's about loving others, about loving ourselves, and loving other things that are important in our lives. And also, that we value ourselves. And I made a big point about that the last time we shared about how important it is. You can't help anybody if you can't help yourself. And you're so busy helping that you're so done. You can't do anything. The person that you're helping might be here longer than you because you have forgotten about yourself. So that valuing of ourselves. And when that's a part of the plan, God, blesses upon it. And that's another reason why God would bless upon our plan, because we incorporate that into our plan, which is our life, which is the healthy eating, the healthy drinking, the working out and praying and helping others and this kind of thing. And so we got to know that when our focus is on those things, also scriptures. I didn't mention that, but learning from the scripture stories about people in circumstances that get through tough things and what they've done, to get through them. And I also didn't mention exercise and being consistent. If you're consistently bringing it to God and bringing it to God, it's more of interest to Him to bless upon it, because we're really trying to stay on point with this stuff. So we got to know when our focus is on these kind of things and we're showing that to our loving God. Guess what? We have less stress. We have less stress in our lives because we put it down either on our phone or on a paper, and we know what we're going to do. And truth, stuff's going to happen with the car, with the bike, with the team, with the job, with the schedule. But hey, we can just plug it in to the plan. But if we don't even know what the plan is, I mean, how are you going to plug something in when you don't even know what it is and you didn't clear it with God and get His stamp on it? Because then we're all stressed out. And so this is a way of having less stress when we do that, because we know. And we also feel good about ourselves. We feel good about ourselves when we have organized and we have checked with God and shared with Him about our plan, and He loves it, and He's given us suggestions, we've made adjustments, and we're connected to a loving God, and we feel really good about ourselves because we have a connection with a great one, a great spirit. And also another tidbit is to know that when we do this, share our plan with God, that we basically, our character gets built. I know that my character is certainly better now that I lay everything before the Lord, everything that I want to do and want to say and want to think about. And if it's wrong, I lay that in front of Him, and then He shows me how to dismiss it and think of the rightness, because He's about rightness, okay? And so we basically get our character built and we become a better person. And also we grow in our walk. We have a better spiritual walk with God. when we do this, when we share what we're doing. Because what are we but what we do? That's our life. That's our plan. That's our schedule. That's our routine. So when we share that and lay it before God and get Him to guide our thoughts and direct our ways, we are, like I said, we really have our character uplifted. Our spiritual is stronger. We're walking with God in a better way. We're closer to Him, So this is all a good thing. And we have a great walk with a loving God. And so we're going to manage our loving lives with a loving God. So I just wanted to impress that again today and hope that you are getting something from this message because it's what's really made my life, despite my losses and despite my problems and the broken car and the snake and all this different stuff that has happened to me. It still makes it, or not having the money, and being blessed upon so that it appears. All these things that come up as issues are handled when you share it with the best we got, which is a loving God. So thank you so much for listening. Please continue and have comments if you do, and know that we love you. Alrighty, bye-bye.